This seemingly inadvertent exposure, was it an accidental slip or a meticulously planned strategic communication? When CCTV's military channel trained its lens on a crew member performing traditional tasks in the chart room, clearly revealing to hundreds of millions of viewers, the red pressure block beneath the sextant in his hand, boldly stamped with the characters 096, the ripples it sent were far beyond those of ordinary military reporting. This image, appearing on the second day of the new year, acted like a key, instantly unlocking a floodgate of endless speculation and analysis about China's next-generation sea-based strategic force. It strongly suggested that the model designation circulating for years across online forums and authoritative defense reports might have transitioned from blueprint to reality, moving from the shipyard to the deep blue sea. Has China's strategic nuclear submarine force quietly completed another historic generational transition, deploying a more powerful and stealthier underwater deterrent to critical maritime zones vital to national strategic security? To grasp the significance of the number 096, one must examine it within the arduous yet glorious development history of China's strategic nuclear submarines. From the Type 092, which addressed the fundamental question of existence, to the Type 094, which achieved continuous combat readiness patrols and carried the initial burden of sea-based nuclear counterstrike, China's underwater strategic forces have traversed the critical journey from near-sea to open ocean operations. However, while the Type 094 and its variants represent China's second-generation strategic nuclear submarines and achieved significant milestones, they still lag behind the world's most advanced counterparts in areas such as stealth performance, maximum diving depth, missile payload capacity, and overall survivability. This gap directly impacts the reliability and effectiveness of China's second-strike nuclear capability. Therefore, developing a new generation of strategic nuclear submarines that achieves revolutionary breakthroughs in platform technology and perfectly integrates with new submarine-launched missiles like the JL-3 has become an inevitable and urgent choice for the Chinese Navy. The designation 096 is widely recognized by domestic and international observers as the code for this dream vessel. CCTV's decision to showcase it in such a direct manner, closely tied to combat-ready training, undoubtedly signals the strongest indication that it has achieved operational capability. This revelation is not an isolated incident, but the most conspicuous and explicit link in a chain of official disclosures in recent years. The most significant precursor was the unprecedented public release of detailed performance data for the Type 094 strategic nuclear submarine. During events commemorating the Navy's founding, core parameters of the Type 094, including length, width, displacement, speed, and even maximum diving depth, which were once highly classified, were openly displayed to the public. This move aligns with China's steadfast defense industry tradition of developing one generation of equipment, while researching the next and preparing for the following generation. When core data of a primary combat system ceases to be shrouded in secrecy, it often signals that its successor has already taken, or is about to take, the baton of combat readiness. The disclosure of the Type 094's capabilities serves as a prelude to the emergence of the next generation giant whale, confidently yet subtly announcing, greater power is now in place. This rhythmic, tiered approach to information release is itself a mature art of strategic communication, maintaining necessary ambiguity while effectively shaping expectations and conveying deterrence signals. The core of the Type 096 strategic nuclear submarines' deterrence capability undoubtedly lies in its anticipated deployment of the JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missile. The 2019 National Day Military Parade marked the first public unveiling of the JL-3, showcasing China's pinnacle achievements in this domain. Analysts widely suggest it incorporates advanced technologies, from the land-based DF-41 intercontinental ballistic missile, potentially achieving a range exceeding 12,000 kilometers while carrying multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles. The strategic significance of this breakthrough cannot be overstated. It signifies that nuclear submarines carrying the JL-3 need not venture into distant waters at great risk, merely patrolling fortified maritime zones near China's coastline or secure areas in the Pacific Ocean. Their missiles possess sufficient range to cover all strategic targets across potential adversaries' territories. This dramatically expands the safe operational range of strategic nuclear submarines, significantly enhances their survivability during crises, and thereby ensures the reliability and resilience of the sea-based nuclear counterstrike chain. The development of missiles and their delivery platforms has always been mutually reinforcing. The maturation and deployment of the JL-3 inevitably demand a new launch platform with comprehensively upgraded performance to match its capabilities. Therefore, the public unveiling of the JL-3 can be seen as a key technical indicator that the Type 096 project has entered, or even completed, its engineering development phase. Let us revisit that CCTV footage that sparked endless speculation. In the scene, the crew members are using the most traditional nautical charting tools for their work, a detail rich in significance. It not only reflects the submarine force's rigorous and solid foundational skills, along with their backup operational capability that doesn't rely on electronic systems in extreme situations, but also starkly contrasts with the cutting-edge technology represented by the highly modern numerical designation 096. Within the highly classified operational environment of submarine forces, every mark on a nautical chart is deliberate. The area obscured by that red cover, even with its precise coordinates intentionally concealed, clearly links the 096 to a specific tactical action, surveying, positioning, planning, and connects it to an ongoing or simulated combat mission. CCTV's military channel adheres to stringent production protocols, with footage involving active duty main battle equipment undergoing multiple layers of review. The broadcast of this image bearing explicit model identification almost certainly constitutes an authorized disclosure. The Type 096 strategic nuclear submarine has very likely formally entered the combat roster of the People's Liberation Army Navy and commenced routine combat readiness duties. Its commissioning represents far more than a simple numerical increase or model upgrade. It signifies a comprehensive, milestone-level qualitative leap in China's sea-based nuclear deterrent. External observers widely speculate that the Type 096 will achieve a qualitative leap in stealth performance, potentially incorporating cutting-edge technologies such as a new generation natural circulation reactor, integrated vibration damping rafts, acoustic tiles, and possibly shaftless pumpjet propulsion. These advancements could elevate its underwater concealment to world-class standards. Its larger hull volume not only accommodates more JL-3 missiles but also provides crew members with superior long-term living and operational conditions, significantly enhancing sustained deployment capabilities over extended ranges. Concurrently, it will achieve new heights in information processing, automation levels, and the rapid response capabilities of its weapon systems. The strategic significance of this leap is profound and immense. First, it substantially fortifies the most survivable sea-based pillar of China's triad nuclear strike force, rendering China's second strike nuclear capability more credible and indestructible. Second, a quieter, more formidable strategic submarine force will maintain a more effective presence in the vast depths of the oceans, effectively deterring potential strategic adventurism and serving as an anchor for safeguarding national sovereignty, security, and strategic stability. Finally, this also demonstrates China's capability and commitment as a responsible major power in maintaining global strategic equilibrium. Naturally, for the highest level of national security considerations, the detailed performance parameters, specific deployment locations, and scale of the Type 096 will remain top secret for a considerable period. Yet, CCTV's significant display, this time has already conveyed a clear message to the world. The strategic foundation safeguarding China's national security and developmental interests is growing stronger and more formidable than ever beneath the deep seas. While we continue to analyze and discuss the fleeting glimpse of the Type 096, China's defense technology innovation never pauses. Following the profound logic of one generation in service, one generation under development, and one generation in pre-research, as the Type 096 cruises the oceans, blueprints for an even more distant and powerful next-generation underwater strategic platform may already be unfolding on the desks and in the laboratories of researchers. The deep sea, this eternal battlefield of silence, bears witness to a nation's resolute strides toward rejuvenation, while safeguarding the peace and hope that shape our future.